England take on Belgium in the Group G decider, with both teams on 6 points and +6 goal difference. Roberto Martinez has already hinted at changes for the game, with Michy Batshuayi potentially getting a start to rest Romelu Lukaku and Eden Hazard dropping out, with maybe Yuri Tielemans or even Torgan Hazard popping in to replace the Chelsea man. Whether Gareth Southgate will want to trade a possible loss of momentum for giving some squad players game time remains to be seen, but England can be confident against Belgium, and not just if Martinez rests his stars. Against Tunisia especially, two weaknesses stood out in Belgium's overall defensive shape. Firstly, the wing-backs had a tendency to sit off when Tunisia built from the back. This meant that Belgium's defensive posture was a quite narrow 5-3-2, with Lukaku and one other defending centrally, and the three across midfield expected to flex across. While Kevin De Bruyne did press quite assertively at times, Axel Witsel's inclination is to sit, and this afforded Tunisia the sort of space down either flank to run into that England will be well placed to exploit. Secondly, and as an offshoot of this, Tunisia and Panama were both able to switch play easily across their back line, as Belgium sitting off in the wide space meant that there was a lot of space on the opposite flank. This was especially the case going from left to right, or towards Belgium's left-hand side, as Yannick Carrasco still doesn't look entirely comfortable with where he should line up. If England can switch play rapidly from one side to the other, especially looking to exploit Kyle Walker's ability to carry the ball into space and link with the excellent Kieran Trippier, this could well allow England space into which they can move. Should England target their right-hand side, Belgium's left, Trippier and whoever plays on the right-hand side of midfield, probably Ruben Loftus-Cheek, will do one of two things. They will either find a lot of space in behind Carrasco as the left wing-back gets sucked forwards, or have room to run into should Carrasco stick in the five-man defensive line. Alternatively, space will open up in the inside right channel as Witsel moves over, possibly with Belgium's left-sided centre-back to counter the overload. This will allow Henderson to push up, Lingard to move over, or even Sterling and Kane to drop off. England's ability to overload that flank should pay dividends either way, and Jan Vertonghen had to cover over numerous times against Tunisia and Panama, showing that this is a consistent weakness in Belgium's defensive structure. Set pieces are an area of England's strength, and Belgium conceded from one against Tunisia. This bodes well for England though. Their set piece against Panama for the fourth goal was a beautifully worked example of a deliberate ploy. Instead of shaping a long ball towards the back post, as they'd done earlier in that game from a similar position, Henderson ran in onto the short pass from Trippier, changed the angle of the attack towards Kane, who set up Sterling. His effort was well saved, and John Stones tucked in the rebound. Belgium looked flat-footed defending set pieces, and England have shown not just imagination in how they are worked, but also in swapping players over in roles, so that sometimes it's Kane following in at the far post, sometimes Stones, and so on. This will cause issues for Martinez's side, and England should profit. Defensively, England will still be tested by Belgium, though should Martinez rest Lukaku and Hazard, England will be able to push forwards more, less concerned about leaving Lukaku one-on-one with the defender or getting caught out by Hazard's brilliance with the ball at his feet. De Bruyne will obviously need to be watched, and Southgate could sacrifice some of England's attacking momentum by asking Loftus-Cheek or even Eric Dyer to drop off and cover Belgium's playmaker, forcing him to play the ball wide rather than his excellent vertical passes. England should resist that though. They've shown that they can effectively control the tempo of games, albeit against weaker opposition, by playing their own game rather than adjusting too much, and by keeping possession, working the ball from side to side and looking to exploit Belgium's issues down the left. England can record an important win at Russia 2018.